Welcome to Thursday Night Thunder. From Sioux City, Iowa, we are on the road to Slamboree. And in a tag team matchup that, well, I don't know. I don't know who threw this together, but it's a team member building, partnership blocks, all that kind of good stuff. Guys who haven't teamed up together in Pete Dunne and Tyler Breeze in different groups, different teams. These two guys are in. Tyler Breeze is in the Pretty Committee with Pretty Deadly, and Pete Dunne is alongside his brother, Mr. Tyler Bate. Here comes another team again, Yoshiki Inamura and Apollo Crews, just a team thrown together. Again, this is a thrown together kind of matchup, but it is a matchup, I guess, in the build up to Slamboree. We are waiting to see what matches are made, and Pete Dunne almost counted out right there. Got it back in the ring at 8, but there is a build up right now to see who will be contending for the U.S. Championship, the World Heavyweight Championship. The tag team titles are vacant. Even the WCW International Championship as well. These titles are all up there going for it, and we're trying to figure out where the road to Slamboree is going to lead. So a match like this definitely puts the eyes on you and lets you showcase, gives you a chance to show the world what you are able to do. As the leader of the Pretty Committee, Tyler Breeze is watching Pete Dunne get worked on, and Apollo Crews says, I'm going to work, man. And this is great here in WCW. A lot of these stars that weren't being used on Raw or SmackDown, they're still with the ability to be for Raw and SmackDown because their contracts are still there. But here, anybody, whoever wants to come down and get a different type of life, a different type of breath, a fresh air, you can always come to WCW and do what you do. Like, I mean, Goldberg, unretired, came back. He's a world champion thanks to Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff is making sure that Goldberg stays champion. As right now, that is the big topic of discussion right now on WCW. Who will be the next in line to be the #1 contender for Goldberg's WCW championship? Could it be Pete Dunne for anything that we know? Maybe Pete Dunne can carry a lot of momentum, get a lot of wins, and rack him up and take on Bill Goldberg. And who knows if he's stand a chance against him. And I mean, these men would all love to be in the World Championship discussion. This is why they come here, to get into that discussion, to become a world champion, to build some momentum, and see where it takes them. Again, there is Pete Dunne being tossed to the outside. Apollo is fine, perfectly fine, winning the match like this, as he's going to go after Tyler Breeze. In trouble here. He's coming after him. Can Pete make it back into the ring? He's at a 9 count right now. Moves it right back in at 10. And now Apollo's getting counted out right now. I don't think he knows that, as Pete Dunne is telling him, come on back in my ring. He's going after his tag team partner. Pete Dunne doesn't really care. To be honest, that's not his regular scheduled tag team partner, so you can really care less about that. But a big boot by Apollo, a former Intercontinental Champion, against a former NXT UK Champion. Apollo was looking to go high, but look at Tyler Breeze stepping into the ring. He wants Apollo, and Apollo's like, you're not going to get me. It's like, you're not going to fight me in this ring. You're going to have to make a tag to your partner, Pete Dunne, which I'm making it very difficult, very impossible for you to get this. Near to impossible, really, because impossible, you know, nothing's impossible, right? And Pete Dunne perfectly puts the knees right there up, and look at Pete Dunne rolling them up over there. I think Pete might be thinking, get Tyler Breeze in the ring. No, Pete wants a little bit of just a little show off, and that's it's not good for him. Better watch himself. As the tag was made into Yoshiki Inamura, and this is a matchup I would love to see one-on-one. These two guys, the strong style of Inamura and Pete Dunne's hard-hitting fighting style, I would love to see those two go at it. And maybe here in WCW we would get the chance to see it. Inamura coming right after him, and a big elbow there. And Inamura right now in control, and Tyler Breeze is biting at the chance to get in this ring. He wants to prove what he could do. You know, you want these moments. You don't just want to be out here. You want to get in that ring and show the world what you're able to do. And Inamura right now, who again has been, he said he loves being part of WCW, is actually giving him the chance. Wait, pinfall right here. Pinfall. Kick out by Dunne. Again, he said he loves the fact that he got to WCW, for the fact that he got to meet Shinsuke Nakamura, and said, hey, look, Shinsuke and I are building a great chemistry backstage. We don't know if we're going to team up with each other right now. We both have different goals, But I could see that in the future, me and Shinsuke teaming up together and seeing where that chemistry that we have builds up into it. And again, the tag team realm is anything that and everything impossible. That's the thing about WCW Thunder, WCW Nitro, WCW's tag team realm. Any team that wants to come into here, get a chance at the championships is welcome. There is a vacancy right now for those tag team titles. The great and elusive Vacant is the champion again there. And bam, over the head, belly to belly right there by Inamura. And he's looking to close out Pete Dunne here. And it could be any moment now that Pete Dunne could be done. And here is Inamura, big splash. That's a big splash. And that's going to be the end of the matchup as Yoshiki Inamura and Apollo Crews take a win. And I look like Tyler Breeze had no interest in this match after Apollo went back to his corner. So who knows if this was even a bright idea. But this is WCW management wanting to see what people can showcase. And I think Tyler's like, I'm part of the pretty committee. We are already on TV because we're just so beautiful. So, you know, what's the point of it? But Pete Dunne definitely got hit hard tonight. Definitely took a lot of beating. And we'll see what comes of it for Pete Dunne towards Tyler Breeze or Apollo and Tyler Breeze. He kind of made enemies with everyone except for Inamura. He didn't really care about that. But as we are on the road to Slamboree here in Sioux City, Iowa, we got another 2 matches scheduled for tonight on Thunder, so don't go anywhere. Big matches to determine the card for Slamboree going forward. So we are getting close to it, less than 2 weeks' time. We're getting close to it. We're close to it. Noam Dar, baby, some cruiserweight action. I love it. Dragon Lee, that is the man right there. The man, Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller says, hey, I fit in the cruiserweight class, by the way. I'm in that threshold of the weightage, so I'm in it. So the Aussie icon says, I'm going to be part of the cruiserweights here, and I'm going to cement my name as the greatest Australian cruiserweight, the greatest cruiserweight from the continent of Australia. Yeah, that's right, it's the same shit. And the greatest cruiserweight ever. And we're going to hold on there. There's a lot of great cruiserweights. There's been a lot of great cruiserweights out there. Let's not get there. The likes of Eddie, Ray. You know, let's not get there. Dean Malenko. Let's not take it easy. Take it easy, okay, Waller. And Noam Dar right now has said, hey, look, I'm part of NXT. I'm part of SmackDown. I'm part of every show I want to be. But here on NXT, I get to be part of the cruiserweight division. A couple years back, I was part of 205 Live, and that was quite the class itself. And look at those roll-up pins right there, trying to get the win. As Dragon Lee is just trying to make a name for himself, just wants to get a championship, just wants to get an opportunity. Say, hey, look, this is the path one of my icons took. This one of my idols took. It's one of the paths that Rey Mysterio took to get to the top of the mountain. He took it through the cruiserweight, and he did well with it. So I'm hoping to do the exact same thing. Right now, Akira Tozawa is our cruiserweight champion, who is looking for challengers, and every challenger is whoever's available is available. He'll take them all on. He said the whole cruiserweight class that's been showing themselves on Nitro, on Thunder. He said bring them all on. I'll fight them all. And Tozawa here in WCW showing a little bit difference, being able to show his athletic ability like he did several years back on 205 Live. What a spine buster by Grayson Waller, the Aussie icon. Boy, hits him with that one right there. And now what a roll-up stunner by Waller. And Waller hoping and praying for the win, but Dragon Lee has a tough demeanor right there. This man does not give up that easily. He is a fighter. He don't give up. Simple as that. And Waller picking up Dragon Lee, man. A lot of people would love to see Grayson Waller shake up the cruiserweight division, and a kendo stick that definitely just shook up Grayson Waller right there. And Noam Dar says, I'm going to take that and maybe get the win with that, and maybe sneak away here with it. No, a kick out by Waller. It's going to take a little bit more damage as well to Grayson Waller. As much as he talks the talk, he sometimes does walk the walk. Sometimes he does. And he's hoping to be that shakeup for the cruiserweight division. Says, hey, look, I can help the cruiserweight division in ways that Akira Tozawa can't. Like, come on. He's like, Tozawa can't go do radio like I do. You can go do radio in other places, but he can't do it all around the world like I can. And the pinfall right there. I think Noam Dar, the kick out by Waller at 2. The camera angle was a little off, but we'll work with that. as Waller stepping to the outside, getting a breath of fresh air, as now we leave the battle to Dragon Lee and Noam Dar, the tree of woe right now. Oh, look at Dar with that kick right there. Quick to understand that Dragon Lee was coming up with bad intentions. And oh, wait, look at Dragon Lee with the pause and pin. Pause and pin to get the roll-up here. The most deadliest move in sports entertainment. The roll-up did not work there, as the Aussie Icon was able to come in and break it up at 2.9. 2.999. And Grayson Waller suplexing, and Dragon Lee still a little stunned. It's Waller saying, I'm going high risk because I'm dangerous. I'm a cruiserweight now. And Grayson Waller, we've had these outliers before, guys who don't fit the cruiserweight style, and somehow they win it. They win the championship. And it's always interesting to see this kind of pairing. It's a different style. But look at Dragon Lee, says, I'm going to put you down, man. I'm sorry. No disrespect to you, but I'm that guy now. Here at WCW, I'm going to prove that they should have put their eggs on me. Their eggs in their basket, they should have gone to me. And Dragon Lee took a flight right there with the splash. But Noam Dar with the kendo stick. But Dragon Lee quick to stop that attack. As now Dragon Lee looking to put down Noam Dar. But no, Dar using his ability right here to come after him. Look at the submission right there on Dragon Lee's leg. And Grayson Waller. That's what makes triple threat matches so complicated at times. You just when you think, oh, what a stomp. What a back of the head stomp. It's almost a curb stomp, but it ain't that. It is a Waller stomp, baby. Choking him out right there. Grayson says, I'm going after Dragon Lee. He's down, and Dragon Lee's out. Dragon Lee's out. He's out after that, and Grayson Waller's going to sneak up from behind and take the win. And I saw Lee holding on to his leg right now. Who knows, that might be an injury to Dragon Lee. But that big elbow there by the Supernova was huge. And look at Grayson Waller outside talking so much smack, but Noam Dar was able to kick out of that one there. The possum pin that almost got the win for him, but the Aussie Icon right there able to break it up. And then after a couple set moves from Noam Dar and put him down, and his knee definitely might have given out on Dragon Lee, as the Aussie Icon Grayson Waller picks up a win here tonight, and definitely wants to take that momentum to Slamboree, challenge for the Cruiserweight Championship, maybe become a Cruiserweight Champion. Waller, big one tonight. It's going to be main event time here in Sioux City, Iowa. It is Jordynne Grace against Kairi Sane. The Women's United States Championship, the WCW Women's World Championship, also vacant. Both those titles are vacant. Both these ladies. Now, this is definitely a winner gets into that type of situation. And look, that's not all friendly. Oh, well, we can't say we didn't see that one coming. Definitely Kairi Sane taking the cheap shot, but to what effect? I think you might have just pissed off Jordynne Grace even more, as Jordynne Grace is the juggernaut. So much hype has been put around her, so much potential around Jordynne Grace, man, and she's hoping to pay it off here. We haven't really seen it pay off as much on Raw, or we saw it in NXT. You know, she did her best there, but not to what the effect that we believe that Jordynne Grace can do. So she's here on WCW. Eric Bischoff says, hey, look, I think you have the looks. I think you have the skill. Let's see you put it together. Let's see you become a Women's World Champion, but you got to get wins. Because the only one he's going to baby like that is our WCW World Champion, which is Goldberg. That's the only one he gives everything to. But Kairi Sane says, look, there's a couple of eyes right there. And Kairi Sane, just going to show you how good she is in the ring. Part of the Kabuki Warriors. Her other half is on ECW as the ECW Women's Champion. Kairi would love to join her and become the WCW Women's World Champion, but you got to win matches like this. You got to win these matches where it's a big opportunity right here. While this is not a #1 contendership matchup, this is definitely a match that moves you around the rankings, definitely puts you in conversations for championships. And Jordynne Grace right now has been making enemies with everyone backstage. She said, look, I don't want to be friends with anyone here in WCW or on Raw. I really don't want to be friends with anybody. I just want to win championships. I just want to dominate. I just want to be the juggernaut that I am. But I'm going through this wall right now where I'm not. It just doesn't seem like, I'm getting the opportunity I need or the chances. And here in WCW, again, this is the old expression of SmackDown Live, the land of opportunity. Here, everyone who wants to come in is more than welcome to come and get the smoke, come and get the noise, come and get whatever you want to come and fight for. And right now, Kairi Sane is definitely proving to the world that she is looking a lot better than Jordynne Grace. And Jordynne Grace might be in her head. This might just be an all psychological issue where right now she's too into her head and heard the noise too much, heard the hype too much right now, that she just needs to figure it out. And I think she will in due time. I think she will. I think she's got that talent. She's got that ability. She's proven it in Impact Wrestling. She proved some of it in NXT in her short time there. And she still has a young career on Raw. And here on WCW Thunder, she's just started. So again, there is a lot of potential around her. It's just, let's see how she cultivates it. I think she needs a great mind to help her out, to help her get there. That's what I think. But that's just me. As Kairi Sane, though, on the other side right now, knows that, hey, she's here on WCW to make her sensei proud, to make her teacher proud, to make Asuka proud and become a WCW Women's World Champion. And Kairi Sane, slammer, Alabama slammer, dropping Jordynne Grace on the back of her head. So definitely now, this is where Kairi takes control. If she could become a world champion here, she could become the WCW World Champion. It'll be the first time in a long time that she has been a world champion. She became an NXT Women's Champion several years back. But ever since then, she's been in the middle of the card, a tag team wrestler. And here on WCW Thunder, we want to see that same Kairi from years back come out and show the world what she can truly do. And Kairi trying to get Jordynne Grace, but Jordynne using her speed there. But Kairi back to it quick to stop her from getting any momentum. And Kairi gonna have to do that here tonight against Jordynne to stop any and all momentum of Jordynne Grace. Kairi Sane with an insane elbow. And I think Kairi might have got the best of her there, but she didn't go for the pinfall. Oh, there it is. There it is. Let's see. Is this going to be enough to beat Jordynne Grace? And it is. Kairi Sane picks up the win. And yet again, Jordynne Grace looked like she was in her head tonight. Doesn't look like she was in this matchup all full, because Kairi dominated for a good portion of the matchup. Now, where does this put Jordynne at now? What is her next move? And what is she gonna do from here? Meanwhile, Kairi, you got to start now putting her in the discussion for that Women's World Championship. Eric, AZE, we're out of here from